Okay, hey guys, this is Dan Calder here. Hello, that's not me down there. This is just going to be a quick, well, I'm going to try and make it quick, but just a brief tutorial on some simple stuff on Craigslist, hence the name, Craigslist 101. The strategy should get you roughly 5 to 15 leads a day, every day. If you're just starting out, that's a nice number to get started with. And some companies, especially mine, that's enough to change your life. So, I just want to, let's just get started, okay? Couple of things. One is what this video is going to cover. Okay, one, it's going to cover how to place an ad on Craigslist. This is simple for some of you, not. This is, like I said, this is just Craigslist 101 here. Just how to get an ad on. Some of you come through Craigslist, even to be on this video, you probably came through an ad or may have come through somewhere else. But just show you the basics of that. Two, how to have an eye-catching title. Now, if you have been on, you've looked through, job sales ads, and it's just a sea of words when you pull out you want to be able to stand out. Some way to have an arrow or a hand pointing or some sort of symbol that just does what it says, catches the eye. If they don't see your ad, they're not going to read it. If they don't read it, there's no point in doing any of this. Three, how to create a picture ad instead of just text. There's nothing wrong with just text ads. I can convert with text ads. You just want to put a little more creativity into it, I guess, to have a compelling ad copy. There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes a picture, if done right, can be more compelling or more professional. And four, how to have a clickable link in your ad. Now, jumping back here, this video isn't going to cover how to create a picture ad that is clickable. I'm going to show you how to have a picture ad, and I'm going to show you how to have a clickable link underneath it. Okay, that's just what this is going to cover. We're going to cover that in later videos. It's just too much to get into. Okay, so these are roughly the four things we're going to cover. Why you want to advertise on Craigslist. I'm going to start from the bottom here. Some of the stuff I didn't know. Percent of Craigslist owned by eBay, 25%. I didn't know that. It's kind of irrelevant to this, but that's interesting. Number of jobs posted on Craigslist each month, 1 million. Okay, number of Americans who use Craigslist each year, 50 million. Okay, that's 1/6 of the population. Number of page views. Number of page views Craigslist gets every month, 20 billion. Okay, they get 20 billion page views every month, and it's free. Okay, that in a nutshell is why you want to use Craigslist. Okay, you probably already do that. That's why you're looking at this video. But this is just a reason why some of the numbers. One of the things that stood out to me that I did not know today, which I find odd, is and I'll make this quick. But anybody done any advertising on Craigslist, or in the future, if you have any problems with Craigslist, you're gonna have. Craigslist is not a fan of our industry, the network marketing industry. Most of you already know that. Some of you don't. Well, it's just the truth. And I find it hilarious to find out today that, look at this stat. You probably already seen it because I've been circling it. But total percentage of all Craigslist revenue that comes from adult service ads, 33%. Now these guys click away all day inventing little robots and programs to shut down network marketers who are just trying to make an honest buck. And I for one believe in what I'm selling. I don't put this much work into something I don't believe in. I hope you're the same way. If you're not, I surely don't want you on my team. I'll just leave it at that. But Craigslist is I love Craigslist. Okay, it's a great service. You see the numbers, you see the fact that it's free. It's I'm here teaching you how to use it. It's something I love. But boy, they can be a pain with the way they shut down your ads and ghost your ads. And some of you already know what that is. Some of you don't yet. But it's just funny that the total percentage of revenue comes from 30. And I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. I just find that funny. Okay, so going back to what we're going to cover here, I want you to pause this video after this part here and write this down. These are the 3 sites we're going to be using to do this. Like I said, this is simple, but you're going to want these things. CraigUpload.com. This is something that's going to host your image and then give you a code so you don't have to write all this stuff, and you just have a simple code you put into Craigslist and boom, there's your picture. Okay, that's very handy. But this is just the picture. Okay, the host of the picture. That's not a clickable link, but it's still very handy. Okay, the second one, Craigslist Ad Tracker. This goes into number 2, having an eye-catching title. I'm going to show you a free tool on there. Craigslist Ad Tracker, you may have guessed just by looking at it, that's an actual complete service. They'll track your ads. They do a lot of stuff, and I've actually used it before. And actually, just so you know, they do have an affiliate program. I'm just giving you the basic link. I'm not trying to get into any affiliate money off you. They're just a service. They're a decent service. The only thing I would caution you with, and I hate to even say this because I love them, but I've used them in the past, and sometimes I think Craigslist knows they exist, so they know their links, although they claim that's not possible. Oh, hold on, I got baby girl. Just a second. Okay, sorry, little one needed attention. Not quite sure where I was. I think we were talking about Craigslist ad tracker. But basically what I was saying is they do have an affiliate program, and it's a decent program, and it's a good company. But my whole point is to tell you that I'm not trying to get affiliate from you. This is their main link. So anyway, and the other one, 3, Craigslist.org. A lot of people might think it's .com. It's actually .org. I think if you hit .com, you'll eventually get there pretty quick, but it's actually .org. And that is the 3 sites that you want to that we're going to be using here today. So here we go. Okay, here I'll just show you a couple of them. One, this is CraigUpload.com. This is what it looks like. We'll be using it in a minute. This is CraigslistAdTracker.com. We will be using it in a minute. You can see they do quite a bit, and they offer quite a bit. And again, you can see this is their main link. I'm not sending it to my affiliate. Okay, so here's Craigslist. So here we're going to start from scratch here. Now, if you click on Craigslist right up there at the top, you're going to get all they have. I like to come back and use, if you start from scratch and use this, or clear your cookies, whatever, you sometimes get lost when you're placing ads where you actually placed ads. So this is besides writing them down or taking notes, obviously, this is a good way to see where you have been. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time on this, but I may get ghosted on this one. It doesn't really matter for the point of the video, because that's going to happen, and it doesn't really change the fact of how you do any of this. Hopefully it doesn't. I'm trying to pick one that maybe I haven't been in a while. Sorry for the wait here. Just make a decision, Daniel. Let's go Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm not even entirely. Here's a good way to at least see the traffic. Just go into the deal there in Greensboro. Okay, look at that. See, that's a nice sized town. Okay, sorry if you're from Greensboro. I'm sure you're bigger than a town. I've just never been there. So anyway, we're in Greensboro. We're going to go to Post to Classifieds. Now, there's a couple things here you can do. For the sake of this video, we're going to do a job offered. We're going to go to sales. There's another one you can do, service offered, and there's a small business ads that I should have shown you, but you can find out for yourself. Again, you can get creative where you place your ads. You want to have them make a little bit of sense, obviously. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink. But here's a list of some of them now. Government jobs, probably you're going to stay away from, because we're not doing anything relative to government jobs. Unless you want to say, are you sick of your government job? So, I'm not going to turn down any creative ideas, but you'll want to experiment with that. I'm going to try and keep this short. I apologize, I do ramble. So for this one, we're going to do sales jobs. It should automatically bring you this screen. Okay, this is basically just your template. Now, this is where we are going to, up in the ad title, okay, this is what draws their attention initially, okay? This is where we're going to use CraigslistAdTracker.com. Now, for the sake of this video, all this stuff, feel free to look around in, but what we're going to do is just use one thing on here, and it's up here in the tools, down here to fancy ad titles, okay? Give me a second here to load, and you're going to see a list of options. Now see, look at all that options. This is a totally free part of the service. You don't have to pay to use this. This is just the codes that give you the above corresponding symbols. It's that simple. Most of this is just cut and paste, folks. We're not writing a lot of code, any code in this. So anyway, I'm going to pick something. We'll go down. I actually like some of these arrows, but I use those a lot. I'm going to try and get this one not to get ghosted, just for the sake of the video. So we're going to use this arrow. I don't think I've used it in a while. Copy that, and then we're going to come back to our Greensboro. We're going to put it there, and then I like to put a couple of them. So all I'm doing is copy and pasting, if you didn't catch that. So I click on that. I hit my right click button. Excuse me, maybe I shouldn't have talked past that. Just hit your right click button to copy this. I did kind of gloss over that too, didn't I? So when you right click the code, okay, just highlight it and just get the code. Don't get any other stuff. Just get the code, right click it, and copy it, okay? Sorry, I glossed over that. So then you come back here, and you right click again, and you paste it, okay? That's it. And then, I know it just looks like numbers now, but it's going to be the code eventually. So, just for the sake of a title, we'll say, boy, what are we going to say here? I had one for this video, but I used it, and somebody flagged it within 10 minutes. Sometimes that just means it's working, but actually, I kind of liked it with handy, or it was kind of eye-catching. Let's see. Let's say, are you? reason I'm pausing here is because my program offers multiple different commissions you can make. We will go to the top one just for this. Actually, we won't. We're going to do the second one down. Now, just in case you're curious about my company, you can make $1,000 sales instantly. But I'm not here to pitch my company. I'm just here to show you that. Oops. Got to do a little more traffic to get a $4,500 sale. It's still doable. This is another thing. You're welcome to do what you want. You're owning your own business. If you work with me, you're only going to hear one opinion on this. Is don't lie to them. Okay, you saw what I wrote. Are you receiving immediate 500? I'm about to put payouts or commissions. You want to mix up your words sometimes. I'll explain that later. But that's true. Okay, I know a lot of people are going to gloss over that ad and not believe it, but it's the truth. I personally would not put that if it weren't true. Okay, I'm trying to grab somebody's attention by showing them a big figure, which is actually only half of the biggest payout you can get on a single sale. Actually, you can even get more than that, but I said I wasn't going to do that. So anyway, that's just a thing. Don't lie. Okay, you're not going to last very long if you lie. You're just not. And if I'll just leave that at that. Question mark. And are you receiving immediate payouts? We are. Oops. Actually, I put too many. When you come back here, I put too many symbols in there. I could take one of those out and put more words, but for the sake of this, I'm not going to, because I've already been rambling again. So Greensboro. Now again, here you can put anything nationwide. I've seen some people put a little more verbiage in there, like you can. Here's your commission structure. Something that's not related to the area. But here's what I just do personally. I just put Greensboro area. Obviously, you change it depending on where you are advertising. Okay, so that covers that. That's why you want the Craigslist AdTracker.com. You want them for those symbols. That's it. Okay, if you want to use the other service, feel free. I'm just showing you that for the free symbols. Okay, and then you come to the area. Feel free to do what you want. I always do the area and then say area. Okay, now you come over to CraigslistUpload.com. Hit browse. That's going to come to your pictures. Now this is something I'm glossing over. Okay, you're going to have to either watch the next video to figure out how to do this. I've already made an ad, and I'm basically just going to leave it at that. If you figure out some cutting and pasting and stuff, you should be able to figure this stuff out. I will explain it. I don't have time now. Okay, so this is some things I've already done. And where's the one I want? That's the one I want. And actually on this brings up a good point. You'll see, well, hopefully I remember to show you. I was going to say remind me, but I'm talking to a microphone. So anyway, I downloaded the picture I wanted, and now I did the same thing. I right-clicked, and I copied it. Then I come back to Greensboro, and I'm going to paste that. Now you'll see all this is a little hosted thing from CraigUpload.com. It shows the date, and then it shows just a random number. I'll just leave that at that, but that's... Okay, we're going to... Now this is something you can do or not do. I just have some of these things already loaded, and some other and I'll show you why I did this. You can see these lines. I did that for a reason. Just copy this, and I'm going to go back to my ad. Okay. Now I don't mean to gloss over that. That's just something I have pre-made, just so you'll see it in a minute. But this is what I was referring to also earlier. HTTP. And I apologize, I never remember if that's a colon or a semicolon, but it's the one that's just, how people do the wink or the eyes. It's not the wink, it's the two eyes. It's two dots. I'm sorry to have to explain it that way, but HTTP, colon or semicolon, whichever one it is, the one without the comma, and then 2 forward slashes. Just put that in front of any website you have, and it will be an automatic clickable link. Okay? That doesn't just apply to Craigslist. That applies to a lot of different sites. Classified market, a lot of online classifieds. It's just... something to remember. So again, I'm getting off track here, but compensation for this one, we're going to do this way. I tell you what, I'll do it this way. I'll just hit to it here. I'm trying to stay away from being specific to my company, but I'm actually doing this live. I'm actually posting one for my company as you do it, so this can be as real as possible, so I can't really help but show you some of it. Okay, now I went fast there, but as you see, after I loaded that in, here's my picture. Okay, now this is your Craigslist ad. This is what people are going to see if they like this ad. Now again, here's the ad, or here's the headline, excuse me. You see the arrows? Now I'll show you in a minute what that looks like in a list of you know, of the sea of other ones, but this trust me, this stands out. And then you want to have something that grabs their eyes. And now I've made this thing with earningsloophole.com. Now again, this is not a clickable link, but and I already told you not to have them jump through hoops, but if it's this simple, you know, if they can see it there and then just go up to their browser and copy it, then they may do it. But I've even, and ideally you want to have a clickable ad here, but again, I'm not going to show you that right now, where this just, you clicked on it and got it. I will tell you, even when you do that and you have all these arrows, people will still not do it. Will send you emails or their resumes. It just happens. So you want to give them as many options as possible. Anyway, this is the clickable link. You can see it is a clickable link. See down here, I've got my information, and I continue, and this will load for a second. Now, one of two things is going to happen here. This is telling me that I'm on. Okay, this is telling me that we're all good to go. That's because I was online and I've already had a phone verified account, a PVA. You'll hear that when you refer to Craigslist sometimes. But the other thing that could have happened right there is it would have directed you to your email, or it would have said we sent you an email and you have to go into your email and click that link, and then even after that they may ask you to verify by phone. Don't worry about that. You're going to have to do that eventually. If I place a second ad, they will probably ask me for the phone, or a third, it will happen again. Sometimes they don't. Just a second, honey bear. Okay, sorry, that's real life, folks. Baby girls needs help sometimes. Okay, I don't remember where I was other than to show you that this was the link. Oh, I think I was telling you, okay, one of two things will happen. You'll have to verify your phone account, which essentially you need to do by text. They'll either send you a text with a code, and you just enter the code. It's really simple. But I can't show you that on this particular video because I'm already in my account. And this I want to show you on, I'm going to go to the link that they gave me, okay? Now this is what the actual ad is. This is what they're telling you. Now this is what I said about ghosting. Some of you are nodding your head. You already know what ghosting is. This is supposedly what your ad looks like. It may or may not get published to the public. You don't know. There's no rhyme or reason. You can't control it other than to mix up your symbols up here, mix up your wording. When you do CraigsUpload.com, what I will do personally, now I've had success both ways, but what I usually do is I don't use this code again. If I'm going to go put another ad in, I'm going to either refresh this page or just do it again. Okay? I'm not going to use that code again. You can, you can't. Some of it's mad science on rules that don't make any sense, okay? I'm just telling you what I know. And my point is that you want to mix it up, okay? Now, I'm going to go to... Actually, we're going to leave this here for just a second. And now, this again is what they're supposed to be clicking. Now, if I come up here to sales jobs, hopefully your screen hits it. This is going to be a list, the actual live Greensboro. You see it, Greensboro, Greensboro, Greensboro. And now a couple things I want to point out. One, you see how these, not one person is using this, at least on this beginning part, is using what I talked about with the Craigslist fancy ad titles. Okay, not one of them. This guy's trying to use some stars. And actually, if you notice, it does still stand out more. But if I come to, like this guy knows. Okay, he only did one. But see how that stands out? That's what you're looking for. You at least want to get stand out. Now, you could do more, but he probably used so many words that he couldn't. But that's what you're looking for. Now, if I just scan down this, you already see what I'm talking about. This guy stands out. Okay? That's half the battle, guys. Basically, all I have left here to show you is that's it. You know, that'll get you 10 to 15 leads a day. Now, I could go take you to my back office, and on that particular email, I've only got 5 ads running right now. You don't want to get greedy. You can do multiple accounts. You're either going to need another cell phone, you're going to need somebody's help, you're going to have to do it at the library, you're going to have to boyfriend, wife, cell phone, you know, depending on what your age is, your kids. And they even tell you that, yeah, I found this through just accidental, but they even say, please do not use, I saw this on a page yesterday, so this is what I saw. Please do not use more than 3 numbers in one day, and don't post more than 3 ads per phone number. That was from their site, okay? Now, you'll have to dig around to find that, but I read that yesterday. Now, that means even by their own standards, you're allowed to use 3 accounts, 3 phone numbers, and post 3 ads. That's not bad, guys. If you can get 9 ads a day by their rules, you know, sometimes you have to mix around because, I mean, it just is. It is what it is. You can do more, you can do less. But even by their rules, you're allowed to do 3 accounts, 3 phone numbers. So that's, 3 times 3 is 9, guys. That's 9 ads a day. And I'm only talking 3 or 5 with this strategy, okay? So this number can get up. Now, for those of you that think 5 to 15 leads a day is a large range, you know, why can't it be more scientific? Because it's not. You know, these are people with making decisions, real decisions on real problems, what they're going to do, what opportunity they're going to follow, what opportunity they're not. You know, it can be a Tuesday, it can be a Sunday, that you just don't know. What I'm telling you to do is stay consistent, put these ads out. I'm going to ramble for a little bit just to see if that ad goes live. It usually takes about, well, there is no usually, but if it doesn't go live in 15 minutes, it's not going to go live, okay? Maybe give it 20 just to make sure, but they refresh every 15 minutes. So if after 15 minutes it didn't go live, it's not going to. Now, that's it. I want to wrap up because I'm not even sure how long this video is getting, but I do want to point out that stay consistent, get 3 to 5 ads up, and you're going to generate these numbers, okay? You will. If you have compelling ad copy or a nice picture, and you have a clickable link, and you do what I just told you, you will get this with just 3 to 5 ads, okay? Actually, I am going to come in the back office here. Before I wrap this up, I just want to show you this particular account, show you I'm not lying. I've only had it for a little bit. Here's what I was referring to earlier, what if. I really like that. I swear I got 3 leads in like 10 minutes on this, but then somebody shut it down. So, what are you going to do? But you can see I don't have that much, okay? And you can see on this account, that is. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, out of 15, 2 people have deleted me or have flagged me. Okay, I've deleted these. The ones in blue I've deleted myself because they never went live, and then these are live. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If this one that I just did in front of you guys, okay, if that one goes live, I only have 7 out, and that's actually stretching it. I shouldn't even go that much on an account. Now, I have had accounts that have gone up as much as I've done 20, 25. That's really pushing it, and I did it for a long time. I'm just saying you probably don't want to do that. You're running your own business. It's your choice. But you can see I don't have that many ads out. Not on this account anyway. And I'm generating, this will generate the numbers that I'm telling you. They'll do exactly what I just told you to do. This is exactly what I'm doing. You just saw me do it. Now, I don't know exactly that ad's going to go live, but this is as close as I can show you to what I'm doing right now, and I am definitely generating in that number on just that one account. Okay, so that's about it. Dan Calder, Craigslist Little 101. There will be more videos that go into more detail, but for now, that's it. Good luck, and take care, guys. Bye-bye.